Hello, Aries. Welcome. And this is your November 1st through the 15th of 2020. This is a 5-card tarot card overall energy reading for this time period between November 1st and the 15th of 2020. It is a general reading for the larger collective of Aries, and it's intended for information only. The information may not resonate with every Aries, and that's typically perfectly okay. So just please take what fits and let the rest go. It just means the reading wasn't meant for you specifically. To save time, I already shuffled the cards and requested the universe guide, and the cards that were selected were ejected on their own during the shuffle. The 5 cards that were exited during the shuffle for this overall energy reading are lined up here. The first card here represents the energy for past influences for the collective of Aries during this time frame, because it's general, and it's typically within the significant energies within the last few months for their past influences. In some cases, the major energies may have resolved themselves, and in other cases, they may still be lingering. The second card here represents the energy for your present energy in this time frame, what's currently going on for Aries. The third card here represents the energy for future energies during this time frame. So things that are either on the cusp or will be occurring during this time period, future energy. The fourth card here represents the challenges, energy regarding challenges. Keep in mind that challenges do not imply anything negative. Sometimes they're just provided for information to be aware, and in most cases it's just choices that you may be presented and need to make using your own free will. And finally, the fifth card here represents the energy for outcomes, your outcome energies for this time frame, again, for November 1st through the 15th of 2020. I thank you again for watching this, clicking on this video, and I appreciate your support. Also request your support in helping the YouTube algorithms. It doesn't cost you any money. You're not bombarded with any emails or anything else other than a little icon in your YouTube account. But if you will be so kind, liking the video, clicking the like button, clicking the notification button, and clicking the subscribe to my channel button, all are great, are helpful with YouTube algorithms and getting YouTube to push channels forward. So I would appreciate your support if you're so kind. And just want to put that. For those who have subscribed and have done the likes and notifications, I thank you very, very much. It means a lot. Thank you. So, in our first card here, we have the 5 of Cups. Angels and spirit guides, please help us understand for Aries why the 5 of Cups is here and their past influences, their past energy influences for November 1st through the 15th, 2020, please. Aries, the 5 of Cups here, I'm picking up, it was appearing in your past influences in the last few months, at least, because there were some situations that perhaps didn't turn out the way that you expected. And I'm picking up that the overall feeling of why it didn't turn out as expected was really more of either being disappointed or being sad or having some regret or something. I'm picking up that for some Aries, you felt that you were moving on with your life, or you weren't moving on with your life, and some of you sort of chose to use the time to sort of don't shoot the messenger, but I'm picking up to be just have time of self-pity, and that for many, you spent more time focusing what went wrong, and perhaps the feeling of how you or it or whatever the situation failed. Well, the 5 of Cups here was showing up in your past influences because it was really a message for you to sort of get over it, to be put it quite bluntly. And yes, it doesn't mean that you can't feel, and you can't feel bad, you can't feel sad, or whatever. But I'm picking up that this was more than just feeling of sadness. What I'm picking up was it was more spending too much time really on self-pity, and not focusing on moving forward. So, the Five of Cups in your past influences is telling me that for many, you were sort of stuck in your past, and you weren't able to let it go. And sort of choosing to hang on to old wounds and the bad memories. Uh, and perhaps some of you were blaming yourself, or perhaps you were taking on sort of the or felt you were victims of life circumstances, depending on what the situation was. But the Five of Cups, you were saying that these negative emotions were holding you back from your fullest potential. And what you needed to do was release them so that you can move on and sort of create more positive changes. Keep in mind, Aries, that as you know, forgiveness is vital in the Five of Cups. This is forgiveness of yourself and to others. And so if someone disappointed you, this was a message to sort of find it within your heart to forgive that person and releasing yourself from that disappointment. And of course, trust that you did the best that you could. So it's also releasing yourself from any sort of feelings. There's a saying that, remember, hindsight is much clearer than foresight, and wisdom in the present moment comes from the mistakes that we make in the past. Or the other old saying, hindsight's always 20/20. So, focusing and spending too much time on the why nots it serves a purpose for a short period of time, but I'm picking up that many Aries are sort of spending too much time on that in their past energies. So, for the Aries that were able to sort of, put it this way, snap out of it, you probably brought into your present energy um, more focus. For those of you that were still carrying on and didn't quite resolve the hurt feelings, it may still be lingering. The Five of Cups here shows that, Aries, that even though things may not have been going your way, there are always still new opportunities and possibilities. But however, you have to be ready for that, and you have to shift your mindset, and you have to focus on things that can go right. It's that laws of attraction. If you think negativity, you attract negativity. So it's about looking on the brighter side and and count the blessings that you do have. So, yes, things go wrong, but however, focus on all the things that are going right, no matter how small they are. It's that sort of, is the glass half empty or half full? You're better off focusing on that the glass is half full, because you will do so much better. Okay, Aries, and our second card of our present energy for this period of November 1st through the 15th, 2020. We have the upright Page of Pentacles, and this is a Prince of Pentacles, but in other tarot cards, it's the page, so it's the same thing. Angels and spirit guides, please help us understand why this card that is here in the present energies for Aries, please. Well, Aries, as we know, the pages are princes in all tarot suits. They're typically messenger cards, and they usually about this particular page or princes Pentacles is about messages for new beginnings and inspiration, and that things are looking brighter for you. The Pentacles in general rule the material realm and correspond with the element of earth. So the prince here, or the page here, symbolizes an awareness of the importance of money, of the importance of possessions, the importance of career, importance of physical health, and how to sort of manifest more of these material blessings. I'm picking up that many Aries right now in their present energy are welcoming new opportunities for your material life, whether it's a new job, a new business, perhaps you've come into some money in some way. And that that's sort of what your appetite, and you're wanting to discover how to turn manifest more of that. The Page of Pentacles here, Aries, is showing up in your present energy I'm picking up is because you're sort of tapping into your ability to manifest, more dreams, your dreams or your goals. And perhaps some of you are in the middle of a new project, which could be a hobby or business venture. Some of you could be starting a new educational experience, but whatever it is, there's a feeling of excitement of the possibilities and the potential of what you can put your mind to. And particularly that you can create whatever you want to with focused attention and action. I'm picking here. I'm picking up the page or the prints here. A critical point here to point out to you, Aries, is that the Pentacles. This card does not guarantee that you will achieve those dreams or aspirations, and part of that is because it's an inspiration card. It's not a click your fingers and happens immediately. This card requires your attention and your focus. So it's an inspirational card. It gives you the energy and it gives you the drive, but you are the ones who have to sort of make it work. And you have to, identify clear plans for how you want to achieve those goals. It's important to stay focused and be practical. It's important to not get carried away and too unrealistic. And more importantly, this is a message about using common sense and use a pragmatic approach. And yeah, I'm picking up here that for many Aries, we always want to sort of manifest our dreams. The Page of Pentacles here. It symbolizes an avid student. And this page or prince wants to learn new skills that will ensure his or her success in the long term. So I'm picking up here that the Page of Pentacles for many Aries is, showing up because that's the interest, or that perhaps that's a spark that many Aries may be feeling right now. That you're realizing that you perhaps may need some new skill or new training or something, whatever level, in order to manifest your dreams. And this card here, with the page here in your present energy, this is an invitation. This is an invitation for you to take whatever action that you feel that is needed, whether it's a class, a free class, a continuing education course, an apprenticeship, a hobby, or whatever. Pick up a book, go to the library, do some research. So, and this is relevant even if you're a master in your current field. This is about learning something new. The Page of Pentacles or Prince of Pentacles is encouraging you to try something new and discover a new aspect of yourself, and it's symbolizing that the more skills that you have in your portfolio, the more goals and dreams that you can achieve. So this is a green card to go for it. In your future energies, you have the Lovers. Now this is a major arcana card, Aries. Angel and spirit guides, please help us understand why the Lovers card here is in the future energy for Aries during this time period, please. The Lovers card here, which again is a major arcana card, it's a pure sort of love. It represents a conscious connection. It's about meaningful relationships and the importance of self. I'm picking up that in this, many Aries many Aries are recognizing the importance of a connection of a loved one, is what I'm picking up. Some Aries may have felt that you found your soulmate or a life partner, and that you're recognizing that even not only from the connection and the emotional and the physical, but there's a sexual energy between you both. This is more of an intimate relationship, and this is about more than beyond this, the instant gratification or lust. or the one night stand. This is about something more spiritual and almost tantric. It's that connection that doesn't happen very often. Um, the Lovers card here typically refers to a romantic tie. It can also represent a close friendship or a family relationship where love and respect and compassion flow. So it doesn't have to be necessarily an intimate sexual. It just could be you're recognizing a very close relationship or a connection with somebody else. The Lovers card here is typically a signal for open communication and raw honesty. Um, it's encouraging that both parties be in the most vulnerable states and to have and to be able to learn from each other, to open their hearts to one another and trust their feelings. This is ensuring that trust and confidence can emerge. It's a very powerful bond between two people. I'm picking up for Aries that the reason for this showing up in your future energy here is it's a sign that by communicating openly and honestly with those that you care about, whether it is a significant other, a romantic, or a platonic relationship, um, uh, by being open and honest and communicating, you will create again a much more in-depth, more fulfilling relationship, and it will be built more on a trust and respect. This is sort of moving something from an acquaintance to a true friendship, even if it's platonic. I'm also picking up for many areas that, for some, the Lover's card represents getting clear about your values and your beliefs. Some areas are sort of figuring out what you stand for and your philosophy. Um, you know, perhaps some of you are wanting to establish a sort of better understanding of a belief system or a value system, and you want to decide, really what is important and what's essential. You're wanting to make sort of choices for yourself on sort of the spiritual realm, whatever that means to you. It's on the it's an energy it's more specific to being authentic and genuine. For Aries, the Lover's card here is about choice. The overall message I'm picking up is that this choice is about who you want to be in this lifetime, and a choice about how you want to connect with others and on what level. And it's a choice of what you will and what you won't stand for. It's about an opportunity to make good choices. In order to do that and to make good choices, you need to be clear about your personal beliefs and values and then stay true to them. It's understanding that not all decisions are easy either. The Lover's card is often a sign that you're facing, or you could be facing, some sort of moral dilemma, and perhaps you have to consider all consequences before you take action. It could also represent a self-review of your own value system, because it could be challenged. Some of you may be called to a higher path, and even if that could be difficult for you. This is a reminder that, for Aries to do not carry out decisions based on fear or worry or guilt or shame. It's a message that do it through love, the love of yourself, the love of others, the love of the universe, and make your decisions based on the best version of yourself. The Lover's card here in your future energy, Aries, is encouraging you to unify dual forces, that you can bring together two parts of seemingly things or ideas that are in opposition to one another and create something that's whole and unified, and harmonious, in every choice that you make. It's reminding you that there are equal amounts in everything, in balance, and look at advantages and disadvantages and opportunities and challenges, positive and negative, that sort of yin and yang. And when you accept these sort of dualities, you can build a unity that flows with trust and love, and you will feel good about those choices, and you will feel better, and you will appreciate things a lot more. In our fourth card we have, excuse me, we have the Eight of Wands. Angels and spirit guides, please tell us, help us understand for the Aries why the Eight of Wands is here and their challenges in this current reading, please. Well, I'm picking up here, Aries, that for some Aries who might have experienced a struggle, perhaps a struggle back here from past influences, that the struggle is clearing. And there's a feeling that you have of freedom and space to sort of do what you want and move forward with whatever plans that you have. The 8 in numerology is typically a dynamic, and this is a dynamic card that brings about a high level of energy, and it's going to propel you, Aries, forward to reach your goals at a much faster pace than ever before. You can anticipate to be very busy, but it's a good busy. And it's one that you're going to be enthusiastic about the progress that you're making, whatever it is. I'm picking up to hear that the Eight of Wands, is encouraging you, Aries, to go with the flow. Don't resist things. Everything may be moving fast for you right now, or will be moving fast for you right now, and this is encouraging you to make most of this and go with the forward momentum, because this will help manifest your goals and your dreams. It's encouraging you to trust and allow the energy of the universe to flow through you, because it's going to propel you closer to whatever goals that you have. If you try to slow things down, Aries, because you're not ready or you're fearful about the unknown, you're just going to waste this opportunity. This is encouraging you to use the energy instead to fuel positive changes and produce significant results for you. The Eight of Wands here is an invitation to be laser focused. It's encouraging you to pay attention to your intentions and your actions. It's encouraging you to determine what you want to manifest and then align all of your resources and energy to focus on that singular goal. It's important to remove all other distractions and devote yourself to the task of total concentration. It's about focus, determination, will. You will find that once you do that, you will experience a more highly productive period, and you'll accomplish a lot in a very short period of time. I'm picking up the Eight of Wands here, Aries. Is for some, it's encouraging you to look forward to the rapid completion of some sort of project that you're working on or will be working on. It'll complete much quicker than you think. But I'm also picking up, you can also expect to be occupied with something new and more exciting. Something's around the corner. So I'm picking up that many of you are going to be feeling that energy burst with new ideas, and you're just you're going to be wanting more in a positive way. This is encouraging you to maximize this energy, and more importantly, it's encouraging you to make sure that your activities, whatever your choices are in line with your broader goals, and that you invest your energy and time in the right things at the right time. It's also important that you do not take on too many things, because that can distract you. So it's about completing one task at a time, so that you don't do it sort of incomplete or inconsistent. And you also do not want to burn out. The Eight of Wands here is really a message for you, Aries, to strike while the iron is hot, and that could be in anything, whether it's personal or private life or business. It's an action-oriented card. It's going to encourage you to move quickly. It's going to encourage you to pursue the best opportunities available. This is not a card or an energy that's about waiting for something to happen. This is about jumping on, and moving forward. Things will work out as you go along. For some, the Eight of Wands also can represent that there may be travel, whether it could be business or upcoming holidays. And yeah, so wow, your challenge here is you're going to get this energy boost, and so the challenge for you here, Aries, in this time period is Do you jump on the bandwagon and go with the flow, or do you sit and wait and let it pass you? That's your challenge. In your final card, your outcomes, you have the Devil card. However, you have the Devil card in reverse. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand why the Devil card here is in reverse for Aries during this period for their energy, please, their energy outcome. The reverse Devil card can typically appears. I'm picking it because, again, some Aries, you may be on this verge of this breakthrough, or this overall stimulating energy here. And it ties in with this that you're being called to your highest potential. The challenge that you're going to have here on top of this is that you can reach this high potential. You can go forward and move forward to that wonderful outcome that you're looking for. There is a however, and the however is for any Aries. If you're hanging on to any sort of unhealthy attachments, or you're limiting any sort of belief that's holding you back, that's going to be your challenge. And the Devil card here in reverse is asking you to recognize that. So often when we're called that something more or better is going to come, we have to deal with our shadows before we can step into a new version of ourselves. And this means it could be a variety of things. It could be any sort of addiction, whether it's drugs or gambling or television or whatever, any sort of thing that preoccupies your time from doing more productive things. It could be an unhealthy relationship. It could be you're just with someone who's keeping you back or draining you and not getting better. Or it could be a disengaging career. And this card is encouraging you, Aries, for those that are, and we all have it, but this is about letting go of fear and releasing any sort of self-imposed limiting beliefs that are going to stand in your way of growth. And it's encouraging you that it's easier than you realize. The success is going to be there, but if you don't release this negative energy or these negative beliefs, it's just going to take you longer. The reverse Devil here, Aries, is calling you to confront your inner fears and any anxieties. It's encouraging you to free yourself from the chains that bind you and those limiting beliefs, and again, unhealthy attachments. It's about eliminating things that are harmful to your inner psyche. This could be as simple as creating a healthier diet, exercising more, watching less TV. It could be quit smoking or cut down. It could be spending more time with your loved ones. It could be focusing more on your goals that you're putting off. This is an opportunity to bring about positive change in your life by staying focused on the ultimate goal. The Devil card here, Aries, also is appearing for some, I'm picking up, is you may be challenged to sort of go into your deepest, darkest places, whether or not you're ready to go. Some of you may be dealing with some sort of traumas, whatever that might be, and you might be ignoring them. And this is going to come forward and have you deal with them. But it's going to bring you strength and confidence and courage to deal with them. And it's about seeking an understanding of sort of your innermost shadow side, so that you can release them and integrate them into your life in a more constructive way. This card is encouraging those Aries that are experiencing this, that when you do this unconsciously and with resistance, it can be very confronting, and you'll begin to sort of realize that you're different from what that self-belief was, that thing that's holding you back. This is a good self-review, if you want to call it that. For some, whatever the shadow side is, it could bring about a period of anxiety or depression. For some, you could be experiencing, more dark thoughts as you struggle to understand this. Of course, if this is resonating with those Aries, and it's on a severe uh, feeling, obviously seek help, seek assistance, seek counselor, seek therapy, seek a mentor. However, I'm not picking up that for the majority, it's not to that seriousness. This is a I'm not picking up it's life threatening in any way. That's for the overall energy. I just want to say that if anyone is feeling those extreme feelings, to please seek help, because help is there for you. And then trained therapists can help you sort those things out. But I'm picking up the majority of this feeling is just, it's things that you can get through the day, and you can live a constructive life, but it's just holding you back in some way, and it's about releasing those things. It's in things that sort of may come up intermittently. If they're coming up right now, this is the time to release them, and it's very simple. And again, think of the laws of attraction. You know, turn the focus on all the things that are positive from the smallest thing every day, and it will resonate and sort of trickle out like the pebble hitting a pond. It's that rippling effect. So it's encouraging you to just address them and then release them, no matter if it's a person or if it's a thing, if it's you. It's as simple as saying to yourself, I release any negative thoughts or negative energies or any hurts from past and present, and I forgive myself and any other person who may have hurt me or given me a struggle. I release it. I'm I am not that person anymore. It's about those things are not serving you anymore, and to let them go. Okay. So Aries, thank you so much for watching this video. I definitely appreciate it. If you would like to support this channel, the YouTube algorithms, as I said earlier, depend on your support by clicking on what I call the big three. And that is clicking on the like video, clicking the subscribe to my channel, and clicking on the notification button. Again, you won't get bombarded with emails or junk mails or anything else. They're just basically about YouTube algorithms, and they use those things to push channels to the wider audience. And I would appreciate your support if you so feel inclined. So feel free, Aries, to leave a comment if you felt that any part of this reading was applicable to you. And again, if none of it resonated with you, or some of it didn't resonate with you, understand that it's totally okay. Just let it go, because those are things. It's a general reading, and not a specific reading. So again, I thank you very much, Aries, and have a wonderful first 2 weeks of November, and we'll see you at the end of the month, and enjoy. Thanks again.